B. This is your Unit 3 practice test. We've only got a little bit more to go this semester, so we're doing awesome. And today we only have 14 questions, so that's nice. See if my pen's working. There it is. Yeah, I'm using light blue. And the first is the perimeter. What is the perimeter of the parallelogram with side lengths 13 centimeters and 16 centimeters? The perimeter, that's the outer area. So it's going to be 13 plus 16 plus 13 plus 16, or 13 plus 13 plus 16 plus 16, and 13 and 13 is 26, and 16 and 16 is 32, and 26 plus 32 is 58, 58 centimeters. Okay, sometimes I figure out the area on those, and because I don't read the question carefully. Whoops, too far. And this looks like, well, that looks like a triangle, but our next problem looks like a compound area. Okay, so a couple ways to split this. They want to know the perimeter. Well, that's easy. I think so. So the two parts that don't have sides are this part, and I know all of this is 10, and this much is 7, right? From here to here is 7, and if all of that's 10, this has got to be 3. And same with the height. All of this is 6, and this much of it is 3, so this has to be 3. So now I can figure out the perimeter. It's going to be 6 plus 10 plus 3 plus 3, 3, 3, 3, plus 7. So if I was walking, let's say I'm going to walk from here. I go 6, then I go 10, I go 3, 3, 3, 7. That's the perimeter. 6, 10, 3, 3, 3, 7. And 3 and 7 is 10. 10 and 10 is 20. Whoops, I lost track. I'm just going to add them straight across. 6 plus 10 is 16, plus 3 is 19, plus 3 is 22, plus 3 is 25, plus 7 is 32. 32, and it's going to be millimeters. There it is. A triangle has a base of 24 and a height of 4. What's the area? Well, the area of a triangle happens to be 1/2 base times height. And what did they tell me? 24. So 1/2 times 24 times height 4. And so 1/2 of 24, 1/2 times 24, or 24 over 2 is 12. Now 12 times 4 is 48. So the area equals 48 inches squared. Remember, put my units on here. Areas are always squared. There you go. I determined it. It can be determined. And let's go to number 4. What's the area of a parallelogram? Area, where's that? Area of a parallelogram. Area of a parallelogram equals base times height. It's just like a square, but you can't take this, you got to take the height. Because what if we move this little piece right here and put it right here, then we'd have this perfect rectangle. So that's why and it'd be 4 by 10 by 4 by 10. And so then that's why we use the formula for a rectangle, for area of a rectangle. But you got to know the height. You don't use this slant height. And 10 times 4 happens to be 40, and it's meters squared. Now it looks like we have a half a circle, which is called a semicircle. Now, what do we know about this? The diameter is 18. What's the area? Well, area of a circle, put C for circle, equals pi times r squared. And that's half a circle, so we'll deal with that in a minute. But let's find the area of this whole thing. There, that's the whole circle. We're going to figure out the area of the whole circle. The area will equal pi, and that's about 3.14, times r squared. If the diameter is 18, r will be 9. So r squared is 81. So now, and remember, order operations, parentheses, there's nothing in the parentheses. This says pi times r squared, but exponents before multiplication. So then it's going to be pi 3.14 times 81. And what if we just did 3 times 80? I just want to get an estimate. 3 times 80, 240. Yeah, so I'm lazy, you guys. This is where sometimes having a calculator is nice. But 240, 254.34. Well, all right. I won't be lazy. 3.14. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 8 is 32. Spaceholder. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 8 is 8. And 2 spaceholders. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 8 is 24. 4. 3. 3 and 8 is 11. And 3 is 14. Carry a 1. 1 and 4 is 5. 2. Now we got to move it over 2 decimal spots because there's 2 spots here. So 1, 2. Yeah, 254.34. Okay, we got it right. And we're on to this triangle. It's a yellow triangle. Well, let's see if I can get this to move down. My computer is not responding. There it goes. And it over-responded. Come back. There, I think you can see that now. What is the area of the triangle? Well, we know the formula. You guys should write this down. You should have all your area formulas written down before you take the test. Area of a triangle. Why are you doing that? Okay, I needed to stop doing the shading thing. What did I do? I don't know. Let me just try hitting this. Shading everything. My computer's really been acting up. I think I have a bug. In my computer. Alright, well, we'll try a little bit more. Maybe I'll hit stop inking. Stick with that glue. Got our pin back. Okay, I'm going to try again. Area equals, it's a triangle, so it's 1/2 base times height. And our base is 7, clearly, and our height is 8. So 1/2 base of, what did I say, 7, height 8. And so we could multiply those together and get 56. Or what I like to do is half. Half of 7 is kind of hard. So I'm going to do half of 8. So it's still going to be 7 times half of 8. That's 4. I combine the 1/2 and the 8. Half of 8 is 4. So 7 times 4 is 28. Essentially the area is going to be our units. And our units are centimeters. And they're going to be squared. So 28 squared centimeters And when we go on to the next one, I hope this shading thing is done with. I'm done with. Oh, there it goes. Okay, and now we got another compound figure. Nope, I guess our shading's not over. What is the area of the figure? I think they meant above. So I'm talking this figure. Why are you doing that? Oh, I don't have anything there at pen. So I'm gonna. You could either. I'm gonna draw. So now I have two rectangles. I have a rectangle that is 10 by 3. So this part is 30 millimeters squared, and this is 3. One that's 7 by 3, so 21 millimeters squared, because this is 3 and 3. That's where that 6 comes from. And we could also divide it this way and made 6 by 7 and 42, and then we would have had a little 3 by 3, and that would have been 9, 40. So either one, we come up with 51 millimeters squared. So whether you did it this way or if you did it this way, you'd always get the same answer. The square has a triangular hole in it. What's the area? I'm talking the area of the square. So the area of the square is going to be 12 times 12, 12 by 12. So area of a square. The pen quit working again. Thanks for your patience. Area of a square is side times side. So 12 by 12, so it's going to be 144. But we have this hole in it, so if we subtract the hole out, that would give us everything else. And we know the area of a triangle. And you guys got to be writing these formulas down, because when you take the test, you need to know this stuff. 1/2 base times height. And this triangle's got a 4-inch base and a 6-inch height. So 1/2 4 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12 inches squared. So 144 minus 12 equals, what is that? 132 inches squared. Is that an answer choice? Of course it is, because we do things right. Okay. Hopefully you guys are getting this. We've just got, I think we got about 5 more, or maybe 6. What's the area of a circle with a radius of 11 feet? Area. Whoops, my pen, it stops working every time I do that. Area of a circle equals, please don't do that, pi, okay, this is unacceptable, pi r squared. Okay, and they tell me here use 3.14 for pi, so I'm going to get area will equal 3.14 times 11 is the radius squared. And order operations, you do exponents first. There's nothing in the parentheses. 11 times 11. Trust me on this one. You guys have calculators, use them. 121. So now times 3.14. That'll be the area of a circle. And 3 times 100 is 300. And so none of these answers are even close to 300 except for this one. So I'm going with that. Because 3 times 120 would be 360. And this is bigger than 120. And this is bigger than 3. And 376 is bigger than 360. So I'm pretty sure that's the right answer. And I'm going on to number 10. So there's special formulas to figure out these, but I just actually end up counting the edges. And the vertices, those are the corners or where edges come together. So let's see. A rectangular prism. That's just a box. I'll draw one. Well, maybe I won't. That's a little better. So I got 4 edges on the bottom and 4 on the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4 around the side. So 4, 4, and 4 is 12. How many vertices? I got 4 on the bottom, 4 on the top. I got 8. So this has 12 and 8, so that's not a good answer. Square pyramid. There's the square. No, that's not going to work because it has 4 on the bottom and 4 more edges is 8. It only has 8 edges and only 5 vertices. Okay, a hex. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops, I didn't draw a good one. 1. I drew a stop sign, which is an octagon. There. That's 6 sides. Well, didn't like those 2. They go together. There, maybe that's why I didn't like it. There's 6 sides, and then they all come up to a point. So let's just pull all these in. There. So 6 sides around here, and then 6 edges here. So that's 12. 12 edges, and 7 vertices. There's the tip top of the pyramid. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, there's your answer. A cylinder and a cone have what? How are a cylinder and a cone similar? So a cylinder's like a can of Coke. Or like a can of tennis balls or something. Yeah, and a cone. And it doesn't really have edges, but you know, it kind of just goes up. It's round. So they both have 2 bases. Well, this has a top and a bottom, but this only has a bottom or a top, but it doesn't have 2. Because you could flip this around and have it sitting on its point, but it'd probably fall over. They both have lateral faces. A lateral face. That's like a lateral face. So I don't like that answer. They both have circular bases. Circle base, circular base, yeah. They both have vertices. Well, there's no edge on a cone, you know? So I don't think it has a vertices. And I don't think the cylinder has a vertices. So I don't like that answer. So, they both have circular bases. Unless the cone's flipped up, then they'd be they both have lateral faces. But for now, I'm going with circular bases. Lateral faces might be a better answer. I'll send you notice in your weekly email about that one. So a rectangular prism is 3 meters long, 6 meters wide, and has a height of 9 meters. What's the surface area? The surface area. So that's if we're going to paint this thing. So let's draw it. Because I just remembered how to draw a box. There's my box. And so we're going to paint. We have a front and a back. Put the back here. Oh. Okay, and we have a side and another side over here, and a top and a bottom. And that's the back. And I'll put B, A, B-O. Okay, so we got 6 sides, and what are they? 3 long, wide. So let's make this 3, this 3, so I would make that 3, and that 3, and how high? 9 high. So this is 9, this is 9, that's 9 back there, and that would be 9. And what's this one? 6 meters wide. 6, 6, 6, 6. So this front piece would be 3 by 9, or the front and back are each 3 by 9, or 27. The sides are each 6 by 9, 54. And the top and bottom, top 3 by 6, or 18. And there's a top and a bottom. There are 2 sides, and there's a front and a back. So 27 times 2 is 54. 54 times 2 is 108. And 18 times 2 is 36. So let's add all these together. And what do I get? 6 and 4 is 10, and 8 is 18. Carry a 1. 5 and 1 is 6, and 0 is 6, and 3 is 9. Don't carry anything, and then a 1. So the surface area, what are these in meters? Surface area is meters squared. 198 meters squared. We did it, and I think we got 2 to go. Hopefully you guys are as happy about that as I am. 2 to go. There it is. 13 might be a little too high for you guys. Let's bring it down. There we go. This is a big question, and it says, in the net of a rectangular prism, each square of the grid is 1 centimeter, 1 square centimeter. What is the surface area of the prism? So you can fold this over. This is the purple is the top and the bottom, the green are the 2 sides, and the pink are the front and back. And there are 9 squares here. And there are 9 squares here. And the sides are 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 3 by 8, so that's 24. So that's 24. And the top and the bottom are also 3 by 8, so they're 24. And 24. And so this is 9. 9. Okay, so I've drawn all the areas. What is the surface area? Well, there are all the surfaces. Now we just add them up. 24 and 24 and 24 and 24 is, of course, you guys are saying, Mr. Gould, that's 96. And 9 and 9 is 18. Add those together. 4, I carry a 1. 10, 11. And it's square. Units are squared. And they're centimeters. Centimeters squared. And there it is. First answer. And guess what? We have 1 to go. And it's number 14. We've all been waiting for this all night. It's a rectangular prism. What I like to call a box. And they want to know volume. This box. That was weird. There's my box. And it's 3 meters long. So I'll make this 3. 3 meters long, 9 meters high, 6 meters wide. And volume. Volume equals width times length times height. 3 meters long, 3, 6, and 9. Multiply all those together. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 9. This is where a calculator comes in handy. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 6, 7 is 16. I got 162 meters cubed because it's a volume, because times, times, times. We're doing 3 times. There's my answer. Alright, you guys, that's it. You're done. Now, I think you're ready for the test. Study hard. You only got a couple more tests left this semester.